In the realm of human interaction, we often find ourselves navigating a sea of negotiations. Whether we are asking for a raise, haggling in a marketplace, deciding on a dinner spot, or interviewing a suspect, we are engaging in a complex, yet fascinating dance of persuasion and understanding. Negotiation isn't just a simple transaction. It's a structured process that unfolds through a series of phases. This narrative aims to delve deeper into these phases, drawing on the expertise and experiences of Joe Navarro, a former FBI agent and body language expert who knows the art of negotiation too well. 1. Effective planning and anticipation. The cornerstone of any successful negotiation is planning. It's about unraveling the mystery of what's expected and ensuring you're prepared for every possible turn the conversation might take. Navarro recalls his days in the FBI, sitting down with yellow legal pads, meticulously mapping out every detail of his interaction. What is the goal? And what exact words will be most effective? It's crucial to assess the audience. If you're negotiating with a CEO, you won't use elementary language, but rather communicate in a manner that respects their intellect and status. A significant oversight in many negotiations is a failure to anticipate what questions or objections might arise. People tend to wing it, focusing solely on the transaction itself. The successful negotiator invests time and energy in the initial stages, meticulously planning what might happen long before the actual negotiation begins. Have you ever thought about what questions might be thrown your way during your last negotiation? Or did you find yourself caught off guard? 2. Mirroring and building rapport. Navarro's experience in recruiting individuals working for hostile intelligence services highlights the effectiveness of subtlety and mirroring. Building rapport doesn't start with a bold declaration of intent, but rather with small actions that establish familiarity and comfort. By mimicking a simple behavior, such as carrying a newspaper in the same hand, Navarro created a sense of connection. These individuals, often well-versed in counterintelligence, recognize his expertise and the absence of coincidence. This approach allows for a gradual and non-threatening engagement. The next time you're in a negotiation, consider how you might mirror the other person's behavior to foster a more comfortable environment. 3. The empathic model of interaction. The empathic model of social interaction is crucial for effective communication in any negotiation. As you enter the assessment phase, gather as much information as you can ahead of time and observe the person's reactions in real time. Engage by choosing the best possible environment to put the other party at ease without compromising their position or yours. Navarro emphasizes the importance of understanding the other person's needs, preferences, and behaviors before the transaction phase begins. Have you considered how an understanding of the other party's motivations might influence the outcome of your interactions? 4. The power of silence and timing. Timing is a dominant force in negotiations. Whoever controls time often controls the negotiation. By understanding concepts like chronicity, how time affects behavior, Navarro navigated his negotiations with precision. Research shows that surgical accidents increase after lunch, and parole boards are more lenient in the morning, showcasing how circadian rhythms and blood sugars influence decision-making. A client of Navarro's discovered the power of silence when negotiating a building purchase. By simply lowering his eyes and refusing to speak, he incited discomfort in the sellers, ultimately yielding a more favorable deal. Next time you're in a negotiation, consider the strategic use of silence. How do you think it might affect the dynamic? 5. Letting them vent. One of the surprising yet powerful tactics in Navarro's negotiation toolkit was allowing people to vent their frustrations. When individuals are permitted to express their emotions fully, they often reach a point of exhaustion where hostility dissipates. Navarro recounts numerous instances where letting parties vent led to breakthroughs in negotiations. This tactic applies universally, whether dealing with irate customers or stubborn suspects. By providing a safe space to vocalize concerns and frustrations without interruption, You pave the way for more fruitful discussions. How do you handle angry outbursts in your negotiations? Might allowing a venting phase help in resolving conflicts? 6. Establishing humanity and common ground. Negotiating with empathy, even with individuals who have committed reprehensible acts, requires seeing the humanity within the other person. Navarro's harrowing experience with a pedophile suspect exemplifies this approach. He restrained his emotions, focused on understanding the suspect's background, and engaged him in a conversation about mutual humanity despite personal revulsion. This delicate navigation allowed Navarro to extract crucial information without evoking defensive retraction, showing that it's possible to maintain one's integrity and still achieve negotiation success. Consider your most challenging negotiation. Did you approach it from a human perspective, seeking common ground? 7. Creative problem solving for mutual benefit. True negotiators seek solutions that offer value to all parties involved. In his engagements, Navarro fostered an environment where mutual benefit was prioritized, ultimately persuading individuals to cooperate by aligning with their needs. By personalizing the request for information, he connected personally, emphasizing his role not as an adversary, but as a partner in resolving issues. This methodology isn't confined to law enforcement, but applies broadly to business or personal negotiations. Delve into a recent negotiation of yours. What steps did you take to ensure both sides found value in the outcome? Negotiation is an intricate dance of empathy, timing, and strategy. It's about planning ahead, understanding your counterpart, and leading the conversation in a way that aligns with your goals. As Navarro illustrates through his FBI experiences, successful negotiation is not just about sealing a deal, but mastering the phases that lead up to it. We are continually negotiating, whether we realize it or not. Being prepared, empathetic, and strategic can transform the most daunting of negotiations into successful collaborations. Does this narrative resonate with your negotiation experiences? Reflect on these strategies and consider how you might incorporate them into your next negotiation challenge. To stay updated on more insights, remember to subscribe, like, and turn on notifications.